I'll do it. What's happening, player?
Did you miss me?
Girl, I missed you. I feel like we have been on a long, extended break. I wish I got paid for that.
Listen, I wish I went somewhere. Like I didn't even, it wasn't even like a vacation. I
That
wasn't on
part.
nobody's beach or nothing. It was just a break. Yeah. Really, because it wasn't nothing to talk about.
Exactly. That's really what it is. And
Hey,
I mean, it was just so much going on. I think you were sick. I was sick. We had trips.
I had
It was,
parental issues, in and out the hospital. Yeah. So,
yeah, it was a whole bunch of stuff going on in that short
hmm
period of time. Now we
hmm
need a break from that break.
that's right. So, we have, so welcome back. It's been a minute, but we're
Welcome
back.
back.
Welcome back
Yes.
to I Ain't Trying to Be Funny.
Uh-oh.
Uh, uh,
Look,
but
I'm out of practice.
out of
I'm on this
practice.
side.
Right. Right
Like,
hand, right
oh,
hand. Yes.
I
Yeah, so
ain't
we're gonna
trying to
talk
be
about our
funny.
shows again. So
Finally, welcome back.
we gotta talk about the Ready to Love reunion. The whole season is over. We're just gonna hit the reunion and
Finally.
out. And
Yeah.
then Love and Marriage Huntsville. And then Power. What you call it? Power
Power book for
Book for
force.
Force. Okay. I
Yes.
have Power Force. So that's just all I could think of. Okay, so what you got?
Are we about to be rusty today?
No, we're good. We're good. Get right back into it. Just like
All
we
right,
just talking on the phone.
let's jump in with both feet. Ready to love. I'm so glad it's over. It was a disaster.
It was. There was no chemistry. None of these people liked each other. I mean, Quentin and
Absolutely.
Janelle, I guess, smashed, but that's not the point. It's not ready to F. It's ready to
it,
love. And I think
it might be ready to F because
they
it's
might
some
need to change it up. Because
listen, because
yeah, none of the couples were really good. So, highlights of the reunion. Tequila came ready to fight with her feathers on.
okay, first of all, at what point are you going to be embarrassed as a grown woman on a show fighting women over what exactly? What's all the hostility?
I don't know. I think she was just mad because Janelle was getting on everybody's nerves the whole season. She really was.
You ignore it. You ain't
Yeah.
there for Janelle.
Yeah. I guess she felt like, she wanted to get some. She's not gonna let her just be talking crazy. Some people feel like it's their duty or something to handle things. I don't know. I'm just throwing some stuff out there. I don't know this woman
Right,
and her
because I
feathers.
was really confused in her feathers. I was really confused as to why her feathers were always ruffled.
Ruffled. Yeah.
It makes no sense. I would not give a crap about Janelle or anybody else. I'm here to whether it's ready to F or ready to love. That's what I'm here for. I'm not ready. I'm not here for the females. That ain't my thing. I ain't trying to meet no female, no new
Exactly.
friends. Not trying to do that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I
I
was really
think
confused.
I think Cat handled her the best. She was just
Yeah,
like
she did.
she
She
was
did.
she kept it cute and was like, "You doing the most. Just simmer down over there." she, she had had enough of Janelle. So I liked Cat. She ended up being my favorite.
She ended up
There was
being my
something about
favorite
her.
as well. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The men were all duds. They were
Oh my
just
gosh.
Marie ended up being like the hot ticket by the end of the season. So it's a bad season when you end up with a roly poly like that. Like he had no
The
neck.
Pizza Hut wearing the Pizza Hut
Big
tablecloth
popcorn box
wearing.
looking. Yeah, he has no neck. He holding on to them brushways for dear life.
And
It's
he's a
just like,
devil worshiper. I ain't doing all
yeah,
that. You're
like
doing too
bruh.
much.
Yeah, you can take that on somewhere. Take it on back wherever you from. Because that's not my cup of tea.
It was just, oh my God. The men were just, ugh,
And
ugh.
your boy with his saxophone,
Habib, or what was his
Habibi.
name?
Habibi.
Habibi. He was the worst. And talk about mental health month. I think this is mental health month. Baby, you need to call Charlemagne and Dr. Umar or whoever it is. You need to, I don't even know. Whoever
He was
you
looking
need to
like,
call.
what's the problem? Yeah, I said it.
Yeah.
Your mama is a trip. Well, he said your mama
Say
ain't
your
shit.
mama ain't shit.
I laughed so hard at that. That fool said your mama ain't shit. She said, whoop. I didn't even like Sierra all season, but that scene had me
That
hollering.
scene was classic. It was classic.
Her whole demeanor. What? It was hilarious. Yeah, she was not having that. I don't blame her though.
So cuckoo.
About my mama.
He was so cuckoo on this show. And then when he pulled out the saxophone, I just died. Like
everybody was sitting like, did he? Is he? Who's listening? Who told him? Where did he pull it?
The saddest part about the whole thing is I really don't think Tommy knew what to say at all. Like he was so stumped. Well, okay, that is part of it. You could tell this season he was really not
checked out.
Into
he was
this.
checked out.
Yeah, he's very checked out of this season. He didn't check the women. He didn't check the foolishness. I mean, it's and that's a sign. That is a sign that this is not working. This is not a good show. It's stale. Everybody's on here for the wrong reasons. And we could have told him that from looking at Put a Ring on It. Everybody want to be an actor or actress. I mean, but all y'all doing is embarrassing yourself, especially Tequila. I know her name is Tequila, but baby, whatever. And yeah, I mean, it's just they're just embarrassing themselves at this point. What's the point? You know what I'm saying? These reality shows are really horrible. Hence, the next one we'll be talking about in a few seconds because I really don't have anything else to say about Ready to Love. It needs to go off the air, actually.
Yeah, I'm good. I would be completely fine if they just,
The problem is that now they have a spinoff of Ready to Love, which absolutely makes no sense because that light-skinned chick that was the cuckoo on the last season was supposed to be getting married to the pimple popping dude. And what happened with that? Now she on a whole show talking about she about to move to New Orleans.
I have no idea. I was looking at the promo like, who are these people? I really didn't recognize their faces. I think Vernisha.
Those wigs and those eyelashes, boy.
I think Vernisha was the name that seemed familiar to me because I remember she was so thick, like real bottom heavy. But I don't remember. I did not remember these women. I was like, who is that? What is this? Why would I watch this with these 4 random people? I mean, the Ready to Love people, we never know them the first episode, but they're promoting this as though we know who these women are. And I was like, but I don't. Right. So I don't care.
Not only do I not care, why would I want to see Cuckoo again on this show? It's something wrong with that girl. Like, she really needs to seek some counseling.
And why did they think these 4 women needed
to have
a bunch of men paraded in front of them? I just didn't understand the why. Like
because they definitely not the cream of the crop. I can tell you that.
Right. And so I think I saw that they were going to do a Ready to Love with people over 50 or something like that. Kind of like the Golden Bachelor is doing. That's at least a slight.
Don't nobody won't see that.
Yes. You know what though? So my sister is all in on Golden Bachelor, and I'm like, I don't want to see these people. And I will be that age one day, hopefully, prayerfully. But I just don't want to see them kissing. When old people kiss, it makes my skin crawl.
Exactly. And it's so funny because I don't know if it was this early this morning or late last night. There was a question put on Facebook in one of the groups that I'm in. And the girl was like, y'all, I really have to ask this question because I really want to know, like, don't laugh at me. She's like, when I'm 70, will I be attracted to men that are 70 years old? Like, I can't see it right now, but
Same.
70-year-old men are not attracted right now.
Same.
But when I'm 70, will I like men? She was
I
like
think
really
so.
concerned. You can hear the concern in the question.
I was thinking that myself. I really was. But 50-year-old men are attractive now, and when I was 20, I wouldn't have never thought, or when I was 30, I would have never thought I'd be attracted to, So
I don't know. I think it depends
I
on
guess
who it
it's
is.
how you grow up. Like you get used to how they look. Like when you were a little kid, you liked the other little kids, I guess. I just
We
I'm
gonna pass
hoping.
on this conversation.
I'm hoping. That's me. Look over my husband, be like, you know what? You 70. I don't.
Yeah, I don't want you no more. You don't even look good no more. What happened? Like, yeah, I was like, I mean, it was a
Their
valid
skin
question.
feels different at that age.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm really terrified of being an old lady, but I
Me
don't want to
too.
die. So I mean, that's the lesser of the two evils.
Give me the scaly skin any day, huh?
I know. I'll be out here. What is that they had on grayscale? When that what to do that?
Grayscale. Yeah. Oh no. Wait a minute.
Be out here with grayscale. As long as I'm still here, I'm still here.
Yeah, living in a cave. No, I don't want that either.
We'd rather talk about grayscale than Ready to Love.
Right, exactly. It's more interesting, and I'm so glad the writers are off strike because that is my favorite show, and I really need for it to come back. House of the Dragon. I
heard they started filming.
Absolutely.
It seems like it's taking forever. You know what we need back, though. You know what we need back.
P-Valley.
In the valley where the girls get naked. Yes, baby. I cannot wait. Wait. And I need it to be good. It was
the only show where season 1 and season 2 were so off the chain, but season 2 took it a step further, which is not usually how things work. So I hope they come with it with season 3.
They even did. This is one show that I was able to watch with a COVID storyline, and I was still all in. Any other show, as soon as they said something about COVID, I was like, boop, with the remote. I'm serious. I stopped watching No, it wasn't Greenleaf. It was what's the one with the girl crying over the sugar? Every week, she got the sugar plantation.
Oh, not Greenleaf. Sugar. Wait, Lord.
Something about the sugar. So anyway, that show got on my nerves. I loved it at first, but
but it got horrible.
Every week, with Charlie was just every week she cried over that. She was like these like Kerry Washington faces and snot cry about that sugar, and I was like, I can't, I can't, girl. Whatever. Queen Sugar.
Queen Sugar. Yeah.
And then the other chick with the man that's like 50 years younger than her, loving her dirty draws, and she all acting Hollywood. And he just got married. Did you see that?
No. Is he like 70 and will I be?
No, he's not. He's not that old.
I don't know how old he is. I don't know how old
I saw him at Homecoming. 1 year. Anywho, so let's get back to our shows because I can't be on here.
Love and Marriage Huntsville, because Ready to Love that.
Yeah, Love and Marriage Huntsville took a very
Can't wait to hear what you got to say about this.
They took a very long break, almost as long as we did. And they came back with the shits. They hit the ground running. They tried to make up for having a boring first half because every episode is like bam, 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 bam. Kiki on heroin. Tiffany husband.
Kiki on all of these. Heroin, crack, cocaine, weed.
She was on there tweaking. She's sweating and scratching it.
She was making Whitney Houston look like she wasn't on nothing.
I'm okay. I don't know why they was in there stealing. Right,
it wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
She did an Eddie Murphy.
The Boondocks when R. Kelly answered the phone. Yes, grandmama. My social security number is, that was Kiki. She in the store on camera stealing. Talking about that ain't me. Anyway. And her husband making pancakes or whatever. He just like, baby. Baby.
In that scene. He is in that scene acting like she is 100% okay. You all right?
That bronchitis still wearing me out. But yeah. He was acting like it wasn't nothing.
It wasn't like it was just a regular summer day.
The pot. He's steady stirring the pot, cooking the food. Yeah,
and she over there calling her weed crack cocaine.
She might as well had a pipe over there, like. It's so dumb. Anyway, yeah, so then they had the ESPO.
The ESPO.
And your girl done brought back her word that I thought she had. One of my friends texted me and was like, oh Lord, she's saying even again. The last 2 episodes, she's been back to saying even. She has stopped.
Listen, I know she reads these comments. She is in these room, what do you call it? Groups.
Yeah.
She reads that we are making fun of her saying Eve, like it's like 45
really
E's in event.
She really does hold up, drag it out,
and marish and ESPO. You'll read that. Why do you not take your time to say at least those 3 words? At least.
Yeah, because she's had speech therapy, and
so she says.
She sounds I
need a redo.
A reopening. And she sounds a little better than she did the first couple of seasons though. She does. I could barely understand her the first season, but she sounds a lot better now. She does. She just, sometimes when she gets upset, she slips back into her even and poor thing. Even. Yeah. So, okay, let's talk about the ESPO. So it was poorly thought out, number one. It was like, we want to use your name, comeback group. We want you all to be on the poster and promote this event. But we're not gonna
be a speaker and be a vendor
and pay to be here. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. They wanted everything for free from these people. Or actually, they wanted them to pay to be a part of it. That's not giving back to the community. That's given to Marceau and Tisha.
Right, which is what her name is Tish now. Okay.
Yeah, that's what Miss Nell. I wish I would call somebody my age Miss. So
but she looked like a grandma
with that coon hat on her head. I was like, take that wig off, ma'am. Miss Nell, ma'am. Can you
our wigs gonna go out of style? I hate them. Oh my God, because people don't do them right.
Her wig looked a mess this last episode, and she just kept going. I'm like, baby, that's not gonna help. It's not gonna help. Because it would just keep popping poof, right back up. It was sitting up this high. Girl, no. So anyway, how would you have reacted? Okay, so we've done plenty of events, right? And so we know that before the vendors show up, before the people come to set up, you have had them sign some type of contract, some paperwork. You've received checks, or they've received a deposit and you're going to pay on the day of. The rest of it, whatever the situation is.
And they've received the dimensions of the space that they are renting.
The space and everything, right? Whether it's an entertainment event or a conference or something educational, whatever, there's some paperwork, there's some signatures, there's some understanding. So don't roll up on me at the event talking about you got that $100.
At the event, while I'm setting up,
talking about you got that $100. No. First of all, $100. What kind of booth costs $100? And secondly, Don't ask me that now. If you didn't ask me that before today, we're done. We're done speaking. I was actually on Stormy's side at first.
Me too.
She took it a little too far. Like, okay, we talking about practice, not a game. You talking about practice. That's how I felt because she just kept talking. You know what I'm talking about, that Allen Iverson. Yeah, I just felt like she just talking about, okay, it's $100, Stormy, move on. Yeah, he was out of line, but it didn't have to keep going. She could have told him, all right, I got you. I'll cash app you later. I'll give you a little funky $100, but we ain't got to keep talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't get why she ready to get her husband to jump on Marceau over this $100.
Well, here's my whole issue with it. He did talk to Tisha about it first.
Mm-hmm.
Then Tisha stood back and let him go and confront. And I'm using the word confront on purpose because this has been an issue on this show where it's always seems like the men confront the women. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The different scenarios they have pointed out where you got a wife, why you didn't let your wife come and talk to me or whatever. And so, and the fact that Tisha didn't necessarily agree.
She didn't agree
with him in the first place. And she just sat there. And I just really have a problem with her passive. I don't even say it's passive aggressive. She is passive.
It's just passive. It's
just passive. She just ignores everything that he does. She let him do whatever he wants to do. And then in the meeting, when Stormy sits, I just believe Stormy was quite annoyed with the whole thing. Especially when she found out that Tisha did know about it. He talked to her about it. And she didn't say anything to stop him. That's where I have the issue. It shouldn't even got to Stormy.
Yeah, she was like, well, if that's what you want to do, go ahead. But you shouldn't ask her about it. But if you're going to do it, go ahead. That's not the attitude to have, man. She should have been like, look, don't go over there messing with her. Leave that woman alone. That's what she should have done.
Exactly. And she should have been woman enough to say, if you ain't asked her before this, I didn't do it, our loss. Oh, well, we're going to chalk this one up.
Yeah, we got to eat that because we should have had some paperwork. We should have
had and something. The fact that they didn't give the vendors any dimensions and Stormy took up a whole wall,
that was
or a wall
ignorant.
and a half.
That was pretty ignorant. That's she knew better than that. Still, now that she's supposed to be a millionaire,
it didn't matter about that she knew better. I think they were just trying to prove a point that they don't know what the hell they doing. They just trying to make some money and not thinking things through.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was pretty raggedy. If I had gone to that event, I would have been like, "What kind of Friday?"
I wouldn't have gone to the event.
I wouldn't. No, you're right. I would not have been at that event. I wouldn't.
No.
No, I wouldn't have been there. So yeah, I guess that's a non-factor. But yeah. So anyway, I do think Courtney has the attitude that he could dust Marceau up and down the street. Like I think he really could. And he's so unbothered by Marceau. He's just like, man, and Stormy gassing him up because she knows that Courtney can kick Marceau's butt. And he's just like, if I have to, I will. But you don't really want that, do you, Marceau? Like, he's like, just, he's like, come on, man, just knock it off. You don't want this.
I agree. And I think Courtney actually gets a kick out of Stormy gassing him up because he really don't even take her seriously. It's funny to him.
He wasn't there. He don't know what happened. All he know is he heard Marceau rolled up on his wife and he like, man, you know better. Like calm down with all of that. I don't want to have to smack you. Like the dude on Detroit was like, I wanted to break every bone in your body. From that moment forward, Brandon was shook. Every episode, he was like, that man said he was gonna break my bones. Like he was scared.
Right.
I think Marceau honestly don't want that smoke with Courtney.
Because he doesn't. Baby hips will be on the floor.
Because he gets, he calls himself getting everybody else straight. He'll get in anybody else's face, but Courtney, he don't want it. Yeah. He's a bully who found a bigger one. So yeah. But anyway, I just really want this to end. And right, wrong, or indifferent, as I hate when people say that. But whether Stormy's right or wrong, whether Tisha's right or wrong, Marceau's right or wrong, Stormy was out of line sitting in that meeting calling that man a bitch. Like that was control.
It was hilarious. And the fact that she at Cuckoo Tiffany's baby reveal when Stormy kept calling him a bitch to his wife's face.
She said it right there in front of everybody. It wasn't just them.
And said it again.
Kept saying it. Kept saying
it. She kept saying it. She called that man a bitch like 40 times. Like, no lie.
And everybody else is like, they looking like, you ain't gonna say nothing about that. Tisha didn't say a word. Listen,
not a word.
I acted a whole fool about that. Like, you're not finna, no. That's when I'm stepping in. You're not finna call my husband nothing. I don't play that at all.
But that's an interesting relationship. It's an interesting relationship. Who's gonna let somebody, woman or man, sit there and call their husband a bitch multiple times?
It's insane. It's insane. It is insane. And they all, I mean, I think they were honestly stunned. Like everybody else in the room, kind of like, the Chris Rock, Will Smith, like, did this really just happen? Are we in a business meeting calling each other names like this on TV, like in front of all these cameras? It was insane. And so I think Tisha blew it. She was supposed to handle that in the moment. If she's mad now, too bad. If she comes back later, like, wanting to get in Stormy's face, you blew it. It's too late now. I think she just really should have done. She should have said what she should have said right on the spot. So yeah.
So what did you think about the meeting between Marsau and Melody? It cracks me up that he's always so dressed up to go and see her. And I think he geeked. I really think he'd be excited to see Melody for some reason. Something is interesting there.
It is interesting because she's not the kind of woman he would marry because he can't control her.
He can't control her, right? But he's excited to see her.
She excites him some kind of way.
Yeah.
Like they would have, it's a weird thing. I don't know if maybe they messed around back in the day or something's weird with them. She don't seem like she would be attracted to him, but who knows?
You never, any given Sunday, I've been saying it all day. Any given you just never know. Yeah.
So who knows?
But it was the whole interaction was very interesting because he did not get loud with her. He didn't cut her off. He let her laugh in his face, and because she was cracking up laughing at the stupidity coming out of his mouth.
When he was like, "Oh, Mel, don't cry." She was fixing her lashes up. She was like, have you lost your mind? Like crying over your raggedy butt.
That was funny. I was like, okay, now calm down.
Like, she ain't crying over you, nickel.
Never, right? Never, ever. But their interaction was funny because the whole conversation, it was, don't talk about me. Yeah, but don't talk about me. Believe me out your mouth. Like, stop talking about me. And then it's like, so I want to invite you to this. Like, what? How we get there? It's like a man and a woman arguing, and then he go, "Have you eaten yet?"
So you want to come on here and get this chicken? Yeah.
Want something to eat? Yeah, I mean, it was so random. Well, now that we got that out of the way, I'd like you to invite you to this. Yeah, I was like,
he was disrespectful, and now he done got Martell pissed off. So that ought to be interesting. Martell stay mad. He stay ready to go at somebody. So we'll see where this goes. I agree with.
What cracked me up about Martell is pot kettle. You get mad at somebody taking advantage of the friendship or the past friendship or the past relationship while you sitting there taking advantage of Chris.
Squatting in somebody's house.
You squatting in somebody's house. What? Just laugh. I couldn't even believe that scene. And I know Chris going, well, even on his interview, he was like, what? Like, you won't get out of this house.
Yeah. He was like, I'm gonna need another week and a half. Chris is like, no, tomorrow, 2 days. He's like, no, man, no. He's telling him to his face, no, you cannot have another week and a half, 2 weeks. No. I said, no. and
Yeah.
Martell is not budging. I was like, this is crazy, because I understand the situation. If he goes past a certain time, that's another month that they can't rent that house out.
Right.
He dead wrong for that. He is dead wrong for that. But I do understand him being mad at Marceau, because Marceau is discrediting. It's not the same as taking advantage of. Marceau is discrediting everything that this show has done for them. And the show was brought to, I guess, Carlos by Melody and Martell. I think mainly Melody. So, and then she brought the rest of them in, into the idea, into the concept. So
Yeah. So
everything,
Big Hips has gotten beside himself.
yeah, he done got a little full of himself, because yeah, you may have had some business before that, but you weren't known all over the country like this. People
Yeah.
weren't talking about you every single day on on
they
the
keep
intrawebs.
they keep bringing up the fact that he was working at a movie theater.
Whatever, people did all kind of things. I mean,
No, but it's just I think they try to be like, come on back down.
uh-huh.
We brought you out the gutter. Don't do it.
Deflate that head a little bit,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sir man with them hips. Yeah. Come
So,
on now. Yeah.
so for
It's
him to act like he doesn't value what Melody does, and that she just, what he say, she throw a couple of businesses at the wall, see what sticks. Sir, you got 20 businesses, and how many
right.
lawsuits? He's got
Right.
a restaurant, he's got a
And
champagne,
she said
he got
that. She said
t-shirts, he got
that.
all that. Like, he's so
And
ridiculous.
Melody said that the $5 million loss, $5.5 million lawsuit, and he didn't even flinch. He just glazed right over it as if it's non-existent. And I really didn't think that she was gonna say it, but she said it.
She did, and he's like, and what? I'm not paying those people either. And so what we talking about?
Right. He definitely seems unfazed.
He seemed unbothered by the whole conversation. So anyway, what else was I gonna say? Was that this week or the week before? I think it was the beginning of this week where I did feel like I was on Tisha's side when she came to the baby reveal, and they want to start jumping on her about it. We want to know where the money went, about this ESPO. And she said, I want to talk about that right now.
Kimmy got on my nerves. Okay, so I really don't think Kimmy has anything to talk about. Her life is boring. Her husband is delusional, and a male chauvinist, an idiot. It's so many things. I could go on for days to talk about dumbass Maurice, but I'm mad at Kimmy for bringing it up several times, even so far as to have this meeting that went nowhere. I'm tired of it, and I really want to know, Kimmy. I don't know. She started out being a favorite. Now she's just annoying.
She's just nothing. Right, like you said, we don't know what's going on in her life. Every story in her life is about somebody else. It's nothing. We heard about her cancer very briefly, but now it's, how is her cancer affecting Maurice's sex life? Or how is she dealing with Monster and Kiowa? I mean, she just hasn't. And that's not even really her. That's their thing.
Exactly.
Maurice.
That's what I'm saying. She has
nothing
no
that's her.
storyline.
Yeah, she has nothing that's
Absolutely
about
nothing.
her. Even the ESPO, she didn't really seem to care about that $100 one way or the other. She just was keeping shit started. So,
and it's sad too, because remember I told you I saw the episode of House Hunters where she was showing houses. So apparently she is a real estate agent. So I'm just like, you started out as a nurse, now you're a real estate agent. Are you both? I mean, what? We don't even know what she does anymore. Right. She's just there. And yes, that got on my nerves, and I agree that it should not have been brought up. I mean, but that's how it is. I don't know if it's really the producers doing it, or if it really is Kimmy just trying to stay relevant so she could stay on this show. I don't know.
I don't know either.
She absolutely doesn't have anything else to talk about.
And then Nell all mad because she didn't get invited to the meeting. You were not a part of the ESPO, ma'am. Tiffany shouldn't have been at the meeting either. Like,
right.
Okay. So let's finish up then. Let's talk about Tiffany, because I don't think I have anything
Nope.
to say about Nell.
Don't care about Tiffany.
Tiffany wanted this baby.
You gonna talk about
tried to talk her out of it. Yes, I am. And now she's crying because he's not around. He said he's got this coaching position with A&M baseball team,
which is volunteer.
I saw that online. But even if it's volunteer, he's choosing to do that instead of be there with her and the baby. And when they were sitting there, they didn't show very much of their conversation, their little picnic. But at no point did he touch that child or look like he gave like he gave a care about that baby. And that's really unfortunate because the child is just gonna suffer if he continues to be that way.
Of me being honest. I mean, it's I've gotten to the point now where I'm just going straight out say what I'm thinking because I'm tired. But when you propose to chick on the baseball field, that is something y'all should have talked about, whether or not y'all wanted a kid. She had one, he had one. At no point should he been begging her not to have a child and she begging to have a child. They should have had that damn conversation a long time ago. And if anybody come and tell you that ain't what I want, why would you go and do it?
Well, I mean, we don't know if they had that conversation or not. That's the problem that a lot of couples have, is that they go into it having had a conversation and come to an agreement, and then one of the parties changes their mind later on.
But he said, that's why I said, but at any point when one of the people say they don't want it, if I'm being honest with you and I'm telling you I don't want it, why would you go and do it? And then get mad.
Why would he? Yeah, why would he go ahead?
She took her DUI.
Her IUD out.
IUD out. She took her IUD out.
So he can't do nothing? He can't go get a vasectomy?
He can get a vasectomy. He can wear condoms. He could do a lot of stuff.
Yes.
But
you don't want a baby, you don't have a baby.
You don't want a baby, you don't have a baby. But he said it though. He said it. And that should have been enough. It should have been enough. First of all, you shouldn't have married Cuckoo in the first place. Let's just go there. Because she cuckoo and all the signs were there. But my point is, if you ask me a question and I give you an answer, then don't go behind my back and do nothing.
Ain't shit behind his back.
I hear what you're saying. I'm agreeing with you. I am agreeing with you.
Condoms and she was poking holes in them.
I don't know.
She didn't do.
Thank God I wasn't there to see that mess.
He participated in it, and
he's gonna have sex with his wife. He's gonna do that.
He could have got a vasectomy. He could have done anything. No, Kim, I'm not letting him off the hook.
I'm not letting him off the hook either. But what I'm saying is,
I agree that she's crazy, and she should never have tried to force him to have a child.
And now you're mad because he's not giving you the response that he told you he was going to have in the first place. And yes, I do agree. The only person that suffers is the child.
He is dead wrong for that. She dead wrong for that. And I give him another year.
A year?
Mm-hmm.
He already gone. Wait, this is all. This is Tisha talking because I'm gonna fuck up the English language. He done left for a volunteer. If that ain't deuces, I don't know what is.
Yeah,
he done left. He done gone.
Come back forward so I can hear you.
He done gone.
So dumb. Yeah, I just feel like, and even if
for a volunteer job,
and that's just what I saw in a caption or something like that.
Yeah, we don't know if that's true. We don't know if it's true
or not.
Yeah, we don't. Allegedly,
but
allegedly,
she wrong for pushing what she wanted. He's wrong for then still going along with it. He did. He did.
He did. He did. Okay, I'm gonna say it. He did. Because he gonna have sex. They gonna have sex. If it's there, they gonna get it.
If you don't want to have a baby, you don't have a baby. Period.
Period. I understand.
Period.
That's why I don't have them parts. I'm good.
Yeah. So no, still not letting him off the hook. Because he
could have said,
he could have said,
what I'm
you know
saying
what,
to
Tiff,
you is,
I really don't
she
want
didn't
kids.
respect him. She didn't respect him. She didn't respect her own husband enough to during that conversation, which is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to communicate. You're supposed to have a conversation, and they did.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "I don't want it," and she like, "Fuck what you want. I want it."
It wasn't
but we're talking about a baby. We ain't talking about a sofa. We're not talking about some dishes. A new car. We're talking about a whole baby.
A whole baby. A whole baby.
That is not something you just be like, yeah, he's just kidding. No.
Well, it wasn't just that. He said he knew that she wasn't going to want to slow down. And that's really what she's mad about, because she don't want to slow down. She want him to bring his butt home from his little play job. Come on home, watch this baby so I can go handle business. That's really what she's saying. And he's like, no, I told you I didn't want to do that way. And he's trying to prove a point to her. It's too late now because you, sir, have a whole baby.
A whole baby.
Get over that shit or go on and leave for good. Don't be around playing in her face. It's going to go. Like you said, he done already left. Go on, leave for real.
He has left.
Then don't talk to me.
And he has disconnected.
Free yourself.
Yeah.
I just thought
and it's sad. It's sad because that could have been avoided. It really could have been avoided. If, I don't know what the compromise could have been, because I don't know what was lacking in her life. I do know that she exposed to us, her whole struggle with the whole adoption thing, and maybe she just wanted something to love. Get a dog. But a whole baby is different.
It was a really bad decision, and I hope that the child doesn't suffer. I don't even want the baby to ever see these episodes and know daddy didn't want me. That's just pretty terrible. That's pretty terrible. I can't believe he's even letting them air this.
Well, I mean, Martell, look at all the stuff that came out about Martell. And
he ain't never said nothing bad about his own children.
No, but what he did to break up that family.
Yeah, but he doesn't say. He's not. I don't put him in the same category, and I'm not excusing anything Martell did. I just try not to think about him, honestly.
Okay.
He wears me.
Well, anyway. I think it's sad, and I did notice that Lewis did not touch the baby at all. We didn't see him hold him, throw him up in the air. We burp him. She fed him. He could have burped him. None of that.
Change a diaper or anything. And yes, they may have edited all that out, but he still should have at some point. Who can be around a precious little baby fresh out the oven like that and not want to touch it?
Because they smell so good. They smell so good.
Eat that little foot. Yeah. So anyway, so we talked about Kiki the crackhead. We talked about Stormy, Kim.
I know, right? Oh my God.
Talked about crazy Tiffany, Tisha and her marriage.
That's it. On to Force.
That's enough. Yeah, that is enough.
I don't.
What you think about Force this season?
This one is really slow and not as exciting as the first one. The first season, I was all in. I was watching the episodes more than once. But this one is super slow. And to be honest with you, I really don't give a crap about Mariah. Don't care at all about Tommy's love life. That ain't what we on this show for. That ain't why I watch it. I don't really care.
And his women end up dead, so it's not looking good for her.
But it was just
his women end up dead.
I don't even care. She can be gone with her bad acting anyway. But she's not relevant to the story, and it was just too many. This last episode has so many assumptions. Like, I think this was episode 6 or 7. I've lost count.
I think 6.
Okay. And the way that they rushed through stuff made it seem like it was episode 10. It was so many assumptions. Like, all of, when we first got introduced to Mariah, she had a boyfriend. Now all of a sudden she leaving her job, running to Tommy's house. How she even know where he lived anyway? She's running to Tommy's house, talking about, oh, I thought that was you in that little gang fire. Why? Why would you think that? Why would you think that was me? It was just, I was confused.
I thought I just missed something because I don't watch it in all that detail. And so I thought maybe she met Smurf and I didn't remember, or she saw him with Tommy or something. I was like, I don't know how she knew to connect Smurf and Tommy, or maybe
it's still random. It's a whole city. It's a whole city. When he said, I gotta go, he could have been in Detroit.
Yeah, but if your man say, I gotta go, and then one of his boys end up in the ER a little while later, shot up, burnt up, whatever, you might be like, was he with you? I would have asked that too, but I just don't know how she knew Smurf in the first place. That's why I was confused.
Exactly.
Like, how did she know him? But that's why I said I thought maybe I missed something. So
because the brother, because
I don't care about her. She still has the boyfriend. I mean, I guess she just broke up with him after he got his hands all jacked up. Well, her brother jacked his hands up. Yeah, but to me, last season, the first season was slow too. I felt like I didn't like it until about halfway through. It was slow to me. Like, because it was a lot of building. It was a whole new city. We were used to New York and all the folks there. There was a whole new cast, a whole new city, and we had to meet all of these side people and figure out all these drug relationships and stuff. So the first season, it was slow to me at first. And so this one has about the same pace, I feel like. It's just now starting to ramp up with a whole lot more shooting and killing. Jernard, okay, we'll get to it. And,
a lot of assumptions were made.
But I don't like, I've gotten to the point with this story or these stories that I don't like most of the cast. Not even the cast, most of the characters. The acting is fine. Tommy's acting is kind of off this season to me. He seems like he forgot how to play himself or something. I don't know, but he's I don't like most of the characters. I only like Tommy
Diamond
and Diamond. Tommy and Diamond, only two I like, and Tommy
and
been getting on my nerves too.
Thank you for proving my point. That's what the show should be about. Everything else is extra. And I'm just really, I don't care about the Flynn family that much. Vic is stupid. We established that. Claudia she will do whatever it takes, even kill her own father to get what she wants. We established that last season. We established that they don't care about women last season. We established she was a lesbian last season. I mean, I don't care about them. I want Tommy and Diamond to do the drug dealing and the killing. Let's do it.
But they got to have some story.
I know, but I'm saying it's just we concentrating on other extra crap that I don't really care about.
Yeah, now I didn't have to see Jernard and his boxing chick. Like, that's we're getting into the side character. Like, that's not necessary. I don't care nothing about her and her boxing ring or whatever she does. Whatever her story is, who cares?
Right.
I really didn't even have to meet Diamond and Jernard's father. Like, you know what I'm saying? We don't need
that was so random.
And he died the same episode. Like, we didn't need him. So yeah, I'm with you on that. For some of these stories, the side to the side, I don't need all that. I'm with you on that part. They do need a story though. So, so we got to know about the Serbs and Dublin and all that.
I don't have a problem with that part because it was all about the drug dealing. It was still about the drug dealing.
Yeah, we don't need to be in the hospital with the Puerto Rican chick or whatever she is.
Mariah. And then the way they spell her name is like MRI and then a I and then I was like, I can't. Nope. Don't care.
I'll tell you later about that name.
Huh?
I'll tell you later about that name. But
I never seen that before. But anyway, yeah, so Diamond's still sexy. I like his character. Tommy, he's still coming with the one-liners because let me tell you, my favorite line. That stupid ass JP talk about Kate's missing. We need to go and look for Kate. She's our mother. Tommy was like, welcome to my childhood.
yeah. He was so like, man, whatever. It's Tuesday. She'll be back.
No, that's the stuff I like. I'm like, give me some more of that.
You know, I like when I like when he say slick shit. He said, and then when they try to pull some slick shit, then da 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 da. I was like, nah, somebody black wrote that one. White people don't know nothing about saying slick shit.
Slick shit.
Yeah. I was cracking up because that's my line. Always trying to say some slick shit. So yeah.
Don't talk about Jernard. Go on.
Cauliflower ear. Had the most miraculous drug recovery I've ever seen.
Overnight.
He kicked like his heroin. He kicked the heroin addiction in like 12 minutes. I was like, what? He came back from the commercial like, all right, let's go. I'm good. I was like, that's not how this works, man. That's not. Even if he wanted to, what happened to the withdrawals? What happened to all of the things that people go through when they try to come off of drugs? I was like, it was kind of insulting. They didn't even give us another episode. It's not like it took him half the season or a few episodes to get clean.
Right.
He did it before the next commercial. You know, they don't show commercials with stars, but you know what I'm saying. Before the next scene came on, he was straight.
But I think in the scene where Diamond, Jernard, and Tommy were in the barbershop, and I do think that Tommy was looking at Jernard kind of sideways. I think that I think this is my assumption that they were trying to make it look like Tommy noticed that Jernard had the little twitches, the little sweats, the little jiggles or whatever. And I hope that Tommy is like, I ain't gonna trust this fool as far as I can throw him. I'm gonna watch him. I hope he is not letting Jernard in that easily. Because because Tommy,
he knows something. He was looking at him, and then they made sure to pan the camera to him and kind of zoom on his face a little bit when Jernard and Diamond were hugging. Tommy looking like
say Jernard and cauliflower.
Yeah, I was about to say that. So when the two of them were hugging, Tommy's looking like something ain't right here. So we don't know if he could either catch the whiff of the heroin or the twitching, or if he's just wondering what else is going on here.
And I do think he's doing that anyway, especially with Diamond. So regardless of the Diamond bringing Jernard back, I think Tommy is looking at Diamond sideways too, because Diamond didn't tell him about the cop. So Tommy is already suspicious of Diamond anyway. Now, so first you didn't tell me about the cop. Now you want to bring your brother back. I hope they're doing Tommy's character as like, hold up, I might need to watch him too, because this is just too much in 5 minutes.
I think he is. And he also said, because after that scene, he was back with Diamond. I think that's when it was. And he was just like, anything else I need to know?
Right.
Like, and Diamond was like, no. And they, and Tommy just kind of looked. So they want us to know Tommy is keeping an eye on Diamond.
Yeah.
But I hope he better not do nothing to Diamond. He better not do nothing to Diamond. That's all I know.
You gonna stop watching it?
I am absolutely gonna stop watching it. If Diamond gets so much of a scratch on him, I'm done with the show.
On them arms. He better not scratch his arm.
Okay, so I didn't need that storyline either. I don't know where it's going, but I didn't need the the mother and the son and the husband and the abuse, and Diamond got to come and save him, and the box. I didn't need all of that. It was kind of that was another one of your, extraneous stories.
Side piece.
Side to the side to the side. We don't need all that.
Yeah, I guess they trying to make Diamond look like he's not such a bad guy, but we already knew that.
We already know that. We already know he has a good heart in there.
A good heart. Yeah. But circumstance, and it's always circumstances. People aren't born be like, I'm going to choose the drug dealer button. It's circumstances.
Yeah. I think some people do choose. Born? I think some people choose it. I do. But I mean, the majority of them, it is circumstances. I agree. But that's in any situation. There's nothing that you got 100%. There's always going to be some exceptions. So yeah. So we can't.
But you're right. That whole and remember, I have said that 1,000 times. I don't know if we were. Yeah, I think we were talking about Power Book 2, where I kept saying I'm so sick of these writers challenging my intelligence. And now you're saying it, so congratulations coming to the other side.
I've been saying that for years. I don't like
because Jernard definitely was not weaned off of those drugs in 5 minutes. She was just like, you either choose them drugs or me. And he was like, all right, I'm gonna choose you.
Yep. And he was miraculously clean. It doesn't work that way. It kind of
he went and took a shower and he was better.
He washed the heroin off his skin. Like that's not what this is, sir.
No, he went and had a good meal and had a good shower and he was good.
Get a shave, a shower.
Get shower and shave and he's good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Pretty much. Right. And he out here in the streets just like nothing happened. Yeah, it was kind of crazy.
So what do you think?
But Tommy also does stuff that he don't tell Diamond about. He went over there and challenged them Serbs. He didn't tell Diamond he was gonna do that. I don't even think he told Diamond.
The Serbs.
Yes, he said he was taking them projects back. And there wasn't nothing they could do about it. And they was just like, okay, and they went over there and blew that shit up.
Oh.
Yes.
He went right, but that was in response to Tommy did tell him, right? Because remember Diamond said, I tried to pay off Jernard's debt to Markovich, and he wouldn't take the money.
But Tommy didn't go.
That's not the same person?
It is the same person, but Tommy didn't go over there and trying to reconcile and do nothing like that. He just went over there like, nah, you know what? Fuck it, it's mine. I ain't paying you nothing else. And you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't go over there with he went over there with the rah-rah. And Markovich was like, okay. Mm-hmm. Now,
I'm with the shits.
Yeah, Markovich was definitely with it. And killed off everybody in the projects, anybody who thought they was driving by, anybody that was dropping off the mail, anybody walking their dog, everybody out there died.
First of all, you didn't hear nobody heard. Okay, first of all, you
29 first of all.
Right.
Before that, first.
First of all, who barbecues with headsets on? Second of all, first of all, I'm gonna say that. Well, y'all didn't hear nobody with the screeching tires hitting the corner. First of all, if you saw somebody screeching tires hitting the corner in a black SUV, which is like the
drug dealer
universal code,
like a neon sign.
Shoot them up, yeah. I'm getting ready to shoot your shit up, and you sitting on the front porch like, oh, I guess they're just driving by really fast.
Why didn't they? Yeah, but it doesn't matter because they shooting flamethrowers and stuff like grenades or whatever this thing was. They were shooting rocket launcher.
It didn't matter if you had just falling and
it didn't matter if they had ducked because they blew the shit up. It didn't matter. That's what I'm saying. Tires screeching or not, you could have started running. They shooting rockets into the building. Right. Got a rocket launcher. They
blew them. They blew them apartments up. They blew them apartments.
It was just like, oh, you ain't gonna give me my shit back? Okay. Ain't nobody gonna have these projects. There ain't gonna be no projects then, bitch. They better watch old Markovich.
It's funny because this supposed to be I don't know. And somebody did write that on the interwebs and was like, "Oh, y'all ain't got no security around them projects. Like nobody looking out. Y'all just over there barbecuing with headphones on." I mean, come on, girl. Listen, stop challenging my damn intelligence. No one does that.
I mean, these writers don't. They apparently didn't grow up in the hood. They don't know the hood. Ain't
Grew up
ain't
in the
been there,
hood.
huh?
Grew
What you
up in
say?
the hood. But on no day, if black folks are outside barbecuing, they're gonna have the music up loud for everyone to hear. They're not gonna have it in their ear.
No, I understand. I'm saying the writers are not people who live this experience. They just making stuff up from other things they've seen on TV. They don't know what people really do in their neighborhoods or at the cookout.
Well, tell them to watch Medea Family Reunion because they
Do
had to
something. Do something.
just. That's when I'd be like, come on. I mean, the whole stumbling to get up 3 steps into the apartment and you falling up all 3. Come on now.
It didn't matter because they blew the whole thing up. I'm saying it didn't matter what was happening out front. They could have had. They could have had.
No, I hear you.
He was blowing. That's why Merkovich was like, "Boom! I'm gonna teach them a lesson. Blow it up."
Yeah, it was just funny, and so now Claudia has a side on the side on the side. I don't give a good goddamn about your childhood lesbo friend. I don't care.
I think that was supposed to be hot or sexy. I didn't get any kind of thrill out of it.
Baby.
The club scene and yeah.
So I guess that was so. And then who? Oh, wait a minute. I can't say that because I think that. Let me rephrase. Let me figure out how to rephrase this. She goes into the club and she observes people on their fingernails giving drugs. And she goes to the girl and she says, "Where'd you get that from?" And the girl is like, "Oh, I got it from my buddy around the corner." I ain't never seen you before. I don't know if you a cop.
Didn't she ask her at first if she was police? I think she did at first. It didn't take much convincing.
It didn't take a lot of convincing. I'm gonna tell you, I ain't no cop too. No, it's just.
That's why I said the writers don't really know these experiences.
They getting lazy.
They're going based off. They just want the scene to be what it is. Somebody thought it up, and they don't talk it through and say, "Well, wait a minute, now who would say that?" No, I don't think there's anybody at the other end of the table to go, "Hold up, I got a question." Like no, there's nobody in the room with them to tell them. You know what? Can I say this don't make sense? There's nobody in there saying that.
This is deja vu from last night. You know that, right? We just said that last night when we were talking about the meeting about that event. And it's like, ain't no way we have representation in the meeting. There's just no way. It's just not gonna happen.
There's nobody that was like, excuse me. Nobody? Come on. Nobody? That means the meeting didn't happen. That means these writers there's no writers team.
Somebody just in the
one person in there just
somebody sitting on the couch.
Yeah, one person typing this up and submitting it. There's no team, there's no group, there's no oversight. There's nobody that's going, you know what?
How do I apply for that job?
Listen.
I need that job.
Listen.
Can they hire me? I need that job.
Holla at your girl. I got some ideas. Because this ain't making no sense to the
I'm available.
Folks. So they know we don't really care. They think we're not paying attention to the story because we want to see the shooting and the drug dealing, right? But some of it does still need to make sense. Like, don't insult me though. That's how I feel about it. Just take a couple of minutes. Y'all don't have to only entertain the lowest common denominator. You can reach out a little bit and touch some of us who are thinking a little bit.
Right.
That's what I would say. So I don't know where this is going. Da is dead.
You sad?
Da. Not sad, but I thought he was like a major player. I didn't expect him to be dead already. We're only like halfway through season 2 of this series. So I thought he was gonna be.
But you got Vic and Claudia, so
Yeah, I would have thought Vic would be dead before their father. I'm just saying I didn't see him dying that quick.
Vic gonna do one of those. What was that? What was that football player that shot himself? That's gonna be Vic.
Oh, shot himself
I
in the
can't think of
leg.
his name. Yeah, I can't think of his name.
Oh man, you know I'm gonna
I
have to
think it
look it up
started with a
now.
P. But anyway,
It's
yeah.
gonna bug me now. Go ahead.
If Vic dies, it's gonna be because he did something stupid like that.
Or he and
Vic,
Claudia will kill each other at the same time.
yeah.
Plaxico Burris.
Plaxico. Didn't I say it started with a
You
P?
said it started with a P.
Plaxico. Yeah, that's gonna be Vic. I'll put his gun in the pocket.
Blow his own pee off.
So dumb, and it's just because to be honest with you, in regular power, I can't even compare him. I was gonna say Tommy was the quote dumb one because he was the street one, and Ghost was the smart one. But Vic ain't smart. He ain't smart at all. Everything he do is dumb.
Yeah,
He
but
don't make.
Vic is not he's not the counterpart to Tommy like Tommy was to Ghost.
Right.
They're not making that comparison. No,
Right.
Tommy is kind of trying to be the Ghost to Diamond, but
yeah,
that's not working either. Diamond's actually really smart. He's just not able to do what he wants to do because he's fooling with Tommy.
because honestly, I don't think he really wants to be in it. But where else he gonna get money from? The barbershop ain't making that much money. I don't know. Anyway, what do you think is gonna happen with that situation, with the Vic situation, working with the black DA? Is she the DA trying to be the mayor? She wants to be mayor, or is she the mayor? No, she's not the mayor. She's the head lady in charge, the black lady who's overzealous, trying to make everybody help her nail Tommy. He's the only drug dealer in Chicago. This is giving me Power Book 2 vibes, where everybody was after Tariq. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Spending their whole life, all their budgets, getting all their
on
manpower on this 19-year-old. And then in this case, somebody who just moved to Chicago 20 minutes ago.
Right.
They totally ignored the Flynn family. Been there for years, right? The Sherps been there for years. They just blew up a whole ass apartment building. But you worried about Tommy. But you worried about Tommy. It's just She's like, what was her name? Blanca.
Yeah,
I hated her. So yeah, they got to give us an overzealous DA. It's been done. It's gonna keep being done. So we just gotta go. Yeah, okay, I guess, and keep moving because they're gonna keep doing it.
And we as the other shows have shown us, they're not going to be successful at it.
No, they won't. They'll threaten, and then she'll probably end up fired.
Yeah.
Reassigned, demoted, something, because the guy that's in there with her is always giving her the side
husband.
Eye. That's her husband. I didn't catch that. Yeah, I told you I don't pay attention like that. Girl, I be playing on my phone and watching. Oh, okay. Oh, somebody getting shot. Oh, okay. And then I go back. Look, washing dishes.
So funny because
I can't focus.
It's so funny because in my memories, I had say I have 100 memories for one day. During the Scandal days, 99 of them was from the show Scandal. They had one-liners and zingers that, you was typing the whole time watching that show. Then you had to watch it the next day because you done missed some shit. And you got 99 zingers written down. How did you miss the other 20? It's like, I miss those days where the writing was just so excellent.
It was fun. Scandal was fun. There were loopholes in it. There were some insulting parts in Scandal
Oh
too.
yeah, oh
There
yeah,
were
it was.
there was some ridiculousness, some Hail
It
Marys, all
was.
kind of foolishness. So yeah, they're gonna do that on TV because they know we're gonna keep watching this entertaining. It's better than trying to make me cry. I watch this kind of stuff all day,
This
every
is
day.
us.
Listen, listen. I
Girl,
wanted
I
to
was
fight
crying every
somebody
week.
watching that show. Listen, I don't need that in my life. I don't.
I was
That
crying every
show,
week.
um, what's that other one? I got tired of watching people in peril every week. 911. Did you ever watch that? I don't need to see
Absolutely
nobody
not.
crushed in an elevator. I don't want to see nobody in an earthquake under no rubble. I was just like, I can't do this. I can't do this.
For the
Grey's
reason that
Anatomy, I had to let that go. They was killing mothers
I
and
didn't
children
watch it.
every week. I was like, I can't do this show.
For the reason I didn't watch 911, I'm about to start watching The Irrational, and I like that show. I'll tell you about it offline.
That's the one where the boy turns into like a wolf.
No, The Irrational just started. It's the one with Jesse.
Oh, it's Jesse.
What's his name? Jesse. He's a play actor. He does.
I
a
know
really
what you're
good
talking
job.
about. I know who you're talking about. I like
From
him.
Law and Order.
But they always put him with a white woman. Is he with a white woman on this show?
No.
Oh, okay. She not black
But
though.
she black.
Oh, she is.
But it's the opposite.
What now? She wants somebody.
They getting a divorce and she dating a white person.
Yeah. Yeah, they always got to break the black couples up on these.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm not doing it.
That's what made me mad about 911 because she was married to the brother.
But he happened to be gay.
He was gay. They had to break up, and then she ends up the white man. I was just like, y'all ain't.
I didn't even watch past the first. Wasn't it the first 20 minutes or something that came out? I didn't watch past the first 20 minutes. I turned it off and nope. Not and it's only because we did this in Scandal. We let that shit ride in Scandal. And everybody talked about it in Scandal, and we was like, not again. We're not doing this. It's not. They don't never show happy black couples. There are happy black couples everywhere. Why does it always have to be something else? It's never a black woman and a black man. It's always something else. And I was just like, nope. 20 minutes into the show, nope. So yeah.
And that's what I liked about This Is Us at first, until they kept trying to make me cry. The black couple on there was healthy and happy. They were. Well, when I was watching it, they were.
Randall and Beth.
Yeah, I liked them. When I was watching it.
It was. I mean, I like the writing was excellent on that show. The writing was very good. And even though Mandy Moore, she's very talented, she annoyed the shit out of me. Talk about Karen. She got on my damn nerves. I was like, fuck Mandy Moore. But she and it's usually a sign of good acting when the character annoys the shit out of you.
When they can get a reaction out of you, an emotion or something. Yeah, that's called acting. Yeah. I agree. Yeah. I'm with that. Yeah. But there are actors who just annoy you. Just it's not because they're good actors. They just damn annoy.
Well, that's what I'm saying about Mariah in Force. You're not even a good actor. Yeah. And I don't like your damn character. Right. One day you trying to avoid time. No, I can't talk to you. I don't get involved with my brother's people, blah, blah, blah. And then first, she going to his house and I'm how do we get here?
Well, she been reaching out to him and spending time with him and calling him and stuff. So, she wasn't studying that doctor. Miguel broke his hands for no good reason. He could have saved that.
I know. I guess Tommy put it on him.
I guess so.
Well, anyway, I guess we will continue to talk about stupid Love and Marriage Huntsville because we're waiting to see what's gonna happen with Kiki telling the supposed secret that everybody already knows that may or may not be true, whatever. And bringing back Kimmy's issue with Maurice. I have to have sex.
Are they gonna talk about that some more?
Oh, why is it? Did you see it?
I did. What did you do?
All I did was this.
You must have
And
pressed
it's
something on your.
I'm
Did you
not
hit your
even
keyboard?
no.
I just saw confetti.
You did that.
I didn't. I didn't do anything. I was just sitting here, and then
I just did this, and it
I
raining
think it was
confetti.
just a coincidence.
Anyway,
That was weird.
Yeah. It was weird. And then we'll talk about Force. Are we waiting on something else to come back on other than House of the Dragon and P Valley?
Oh, I am. I'm waiting on my girls to come back. Potomac starts in November.
I don't watch that.
Listen, you need to get on Potomac with me. And Married to Medicine is coming back in, I think, November
I don't
too.
watch that either.
Those my girls. If you don't watch nothing else, you ought to get in with them.
We are going to work on this format. We're going to change it to talk about at least one interesting pop culture something. And
like Sassy Red.
Talk about her ignorant yet. Yeah. We're gonna next week we'll I think it'll be closer to my anniversary, and I'm going to post on Facebook about some things that have been going on in my life. Okay. And we can talk about it here on this podcast.
Ooh, like what? Oh, I can't wait. I need to know. I don't think I even know the tea. What's the tea?
It's not even that serious.
It's
how I'm doing is I'm getting rid of the trash in my life. That's what I'm doing.
All right, little.
That's what I'm clean. I'm cleaning house before December 31st. Normally, I do it on December 31st.
You do it right, yeah. You gotta have a clean house going into the new year. You like
now
clean life going into the new year.
Now I'm doing it now.
I hear you.
Because it needs to be done.
Trim the hedges.
I've had several epiphanies in the last 2 months.
Fill up the dumpster. Got you. I got it.
So we'll be getting into some different things since these shows have been so disappointing.
Okay. I'm with it.
Stay tuned. Thank you for joining. I ain't trying to be funny. But. Crazy. Till next time, like and subscribe. See ya.
Bye.